Have you ever wondered how some old men still keep their penis hard without pills? Here's the truth most people won't tell you. There are a handful of vegetables that can naturally support blood flow, testosterone, and performance, even after 70. And we're not talking about gimmicks. We're talking about science-backed foods that help your body do what it was always meant to do. In this video, we're diving into 5 vegetables that can quietly and powerfully restore the strength, stamina, and confidence many men thought they had lost for good. From circulation to hormone support, each one works in its own way to help you feel more like yourself again, and maybe even better than you did before. Stay with us until the end, because this isn't just about food. It's about feeling alive again, feeling capable, and getting back the part of you that age might have tried to take away. Let's get started. Number 1, beets and the power of nitric oxide. One of the most powerful natural boosters for older men is a humble root vegetable that's probably sitting at the bottom of your grocery list: beets. They might not look like much, but what they do inside your body can be nothing short of transformative, especially when it comes to restoring firmness and blood flow where it counts. Beets are rich in nitrates, and when your body processes those nitrates, they turn into nitric oxide, a compound that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. This is crucial for men over 60. As we age, our arteries naturally stiffen, blood flow becomes less efficient, and the vessels that feed sensitive areas like the groin don't respond as quickly. That's where nitric oxide steps in. It helps the vessels open back up. It increases circulation, and it brings the kind of blood flow that supports full, lasting performance. When you eat beets, whether roasted, steamed, or juiced, you're giving your body the raw material it needs to rebuild that inner pressure system. And when that system works better, everything downstream works better too. There's a man named Harold, 74, from Kentucky, who started adding beet juice to his breakfast every morning. He didn't expect much, but within 2 weeks, he said he noticed a difference, not just in the bedroom, but in how energized he felt during the day. He said, "My hands were warmer, my walks felt easier, and at night, well, let's just say I didn't feel 74 anymore." He never changed anything else, just the beets. Now, if you're not a fan of the taste, there are other ways to work them into your meals. Try blending cooked beets into a smoothie with banana or berries, or slice them into thin strips and toss them in olive oil and vinegar as a cold salad. You don't need much, just consistency. Even a small amount a few times a week can make a meaningful difference. What matters most is giving your blood vessels a chance to open up again. Because when blood can move freely, so can confidence. You'll feel stronger, more responsive, more in tune with your body. And for many men, that's the difference between feeling old and feeling alive. Beets don't act like a switch. They work like a steady stream, flowing quietly in the background, supporting your body in the way it was always designed to function. You don't have to force anything. You just have to fuel it. And beets are one of the most natural, powerful ways to do that. Number 2, spinach and natural testosterone support. If you grew up thinking spinach was only good for muscles because of some cartoon sailor, you might be surprised to learn it also plays a role in something far more personal: your testosterone levels. And when you're over 70, that matters more than ever. As men age, testosterone naturally starts to decline. And while that's normal, it doesn't mean you have to sit back and accept the side effects: low energy, poor sleep, softer erections, or just feeling less like yourself. Spinach helps fight that decline in a very direct way, thanks to one simple mineral: magnesium. Magnesium plays a major role in testosterone production. It also helps reduce something else that often creeps in. As we age, cortisol, the stress hormone. When cortisol stays high, it blocks testosterone from doing its job. But when magnesium steps in, it calms that stress response and gives your hormones space to breathe. And spinach is packed with it. But that's not all. Spinach also contains folate, another compound that supports blood flow by helping the body process nitric oxide, just like beets. Together, they create an environment where your hormones and your circulation work hand in hand, quietly reinforcing your energy, your libido, and your ability to rise to the occasion. Bill, a 72-year-old from Maine, told us that after years of fatigue and low desire, he started eating a spinach salad with dinner every night, not as a cure, just as a habit. After 3 weeks, he said his sleep improved. His morning energy came back. And when his wife noticed, she asked him what he was doing differently. "I told her it was the spinach," he laughed. She thought I was joking until she saw I wasn't. It's worth mentioning that for spinach to work best, it should be eaten fresh and ideally lightly cooked or raw. Cooking it down too much can reduce the magnesium and folate levels. So a small spinach salad added to a sandwich or stirred into scrambled eggs is often just right. If you prefer smoothies, toss in a handful with banana or pineapple. You'll hardly notice it's there, but your body will. Also remember that magnesium isn't something your body stores in large quantities. You have to keep giving it what it needs day by day. That's why consistency is more important than quantity. You don't need a mountain of spinach, just a daily handful that keeps your hormones supported and your body balanced. And here's the best part. Unlike testosterone pills or hormone shots, spinach doesn't come with a list of side effects. It works gently, naturally, in rhythm with your body. It doesn't force change, it supports it. And that's exactly the kind of approach that makes the most sense. When you're living with wisdom and intention in your 70s and beyond, if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, celery and the chemistry of attraction. Celery might seem like the most ordinary vegetable in the produce aisle, crunchy, light, often buried under peanut butter or used to stir a Bloody Mary. But beneath that mild flavor lies something surprisingly powerful for men. A group of compounds that can quietly increase your natural appeal and support your body's ability to feel aroused and alert. Celery contains a compound called androstenone, a naturally occurring pheromone-like substance. Pheromones are chemicals your body releases that send subtle messages to those around you, especially during moments of intimacy. Some researchers believe that eating celery regularly can raise your internal levels of these chemicals, making your scent more attractive, even if you're not wearing cologne or trying to be noticed. Now, this isn't about magic. It's about chemistry. Your body responds to scent and signal. And as you age, some of those signals can fade. Celery, in a strange but wonderful way, may help turn the volume back up, both inside your body and in how others respond to you. There's also the fact that celery increases circulation and helps flush excess fluids from the body. It's a natural diuretic, meaning it helps reduce water retention and keep blood pressure in check, both of which are key when it comes to maintaining healthy blood flow to sensitive areas. In other words, it helps clear the pipes while also keeping the signals strong. Roger, 75, from Colorado shared that he started eating celery sticks with hummus every afternoon. It wasn't for anything in particular, just something he liked. But within a month, he felt more energized, more responsive, and in his words, less invisible. His partner even asked if he was doing something different. Not really, he said. Just adding celery to my day. They both laughed, but neither one stopped the habit. Celery also contains vitamin K, potassium, and small amounts of magnesium, which, as we covered earlier, help regulate hormones and support the heart. And all of these elements come together in a vegetable that most people overlook entirely. If you're not a fan of chewing raw celery sticks, try slicing it thinly and tossing it into chicken salad, soups, or stir-fries. You can even juice it along with apples or carrots for a more enjoyable drink. What matters is making it part of your routine, something you do often enough for your body to respond. Because sometimes it's the quietest habits, the ones no one talks about, that have the strongest effect. Celery won't make headlines, but it just might help you feel more seen, more desired, and more connected to your own sense of vitality. And when you combine that with the other vegetables in this list, you're not just helping one part of your body, you're creating a full picture of health that supports your energy, your confidence, and your connection. Number 4, garlic and vascular strength. Garlic has been called nature's blood thinner, and for good reason. It's one of the most powerful natural foods for opening up blood vessels, improving circulation, and reducing the sticky buildup that can slow down or block the flow of blood, especially to the areas that matter most when you're trying to feel like yourself again. As men age, the arteries begin to stiffen. Plaque builds up. Blood doesn't flow as easily. And when that happens, it becomes harder for the body to respond when desire kicks in. Garlic, especially when eaten raw or lightly cooked, contains a compound called allicin that helps relax and widen blood vessels. This can lower blood pressure and improve overall vascular health, which plays a central role in male function and arousal. What's more, garlic helps reduce inflammation inside the body. Chronic inflammation is one of the quiet enemies of aging, disrupting hormone balance, damaging the lining of blood vessels, and throwing off the chemical signals that make intimacy possible. Garlic fights that battle quietly and consistently, meal by meal. Here's what makes it even more impressive. Garlic has been shown to slightly increase testosterone levels in some animal studies. And while the effect in humans isn't overwhelming, every bit helps. The bigger picture is that garlic supports nearly every part of the process, from the hormone signals that start the engine, to the blood flow that makes everything work, to the confidence that comes from knowing your body is on your side again. Walter, 82, from Ohio, said he started mincing fresh garlic into olive oil and spreading it on toast instead of butter. It gave him more than flavor. After a few weeks, he noticed better energy and a surprising return of interest in the kind of connection he thought had passed him by. It wasn't a miracle, he said, but it made a difference. The best way to get the benefits of garlic is to crush it and let it sit for a few minutes before cooking. This activates the allicin. If you're eating it raw, start small. Maybe a half clove chopped finely into your salad dressing or hummus. If you're cooking it, try not to overheat it or you'll lose some of the potency. Of course, garlic does have a strong smell, but remember, scent is a sign of strength here. And if you're still worried, follow it with parsley or a slice of apple. A little breath trade-off is worth the strength, vitality, and circulation boost you get in return. Garlic doesn't shout for attention. It simply shows up every day, does the job, and helps you feel alive in ways you may have forgotten. That's why it belongs on this list, not just for what it does physically, but for how it helps you return to yourself. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, kale and nitric oxide power. Kale might not be the first thing you think of when it comes to male vitality, but it should be. This leafy green is one of the most powerful vegetables you can eat when it comes to naturally boosting your body's nitric oxide production. And that matters more than most people realize. Nitric oxide is a compound your body produces that helps relax and widen blood vessels, which improves blood flow throughout the entire body. For men, that's essential. Without enough nitric oxide, even if your heart is strong and your hormones are balanced, the signals don't get through where they need to go. Kale supports that system directly. Packed with nitrates, antioxidants, and essential minerals like magnesium, kale helps keep your blood vessels flexible and responsive. And magnesium, it plays a huge role in supporting testosterone levels and muscle function, 2 areas that matter a lot more than we give credit for after 70. When the body has better circulation, it's not just about intimacy. You'll feel it in your energy, in your ability to get up and move, in your confidence to show up in your life fully. It's about more than one function. It's about how alive you feel in your own skin. Earl, a 79-year-old from Georgia, started adding kale to his breakfast omelets after his daughter showed him a video on superfoods. "I never liked green stuff much," he admitted. "But once I gave it a shot, I started noticing things. I had more energy. I wasn't as winded on my morning walks. And I even started waking up with a bit more, let's just say, confidence." You don't have to eat a bowl of raw kale to get the benefits. Lightly saute it with olive oil and garlic. Add it to soups, stews, or even blend it into a smoothie with banana and peanut butter if you prefer it that way. The key is consistency. And here's the encouraging part: the more regularly you eat it, the more your body builds the nitric oxide production over time. You're not just helping today, you're setting yourself up for better circulation and vitality tomorrow, next week, and months down the line. Kale might not feel like a bold choice, but the men who quietly commit to it often end up seeing the kind of results that turn heads, or at least turn back the clock on how they feel. Sometimes the strongest solutions grow right out of the ground. Let's carry that strength forward. Final thoughts. If you've made it this far, then chances are you understand something most people overlook. Aging doesn't mean surrendering. It means adjusting, learning, and choosing the kind of fuel your body truly responds to. These 5 vegetables aren't magic potions, and they're not overnight fixes, but they are powerful, natural allies in reclaiming your health and confidence. You've just learned that things like beets, spinach, garlic, carrots, and kale each play a role in supporting better blood flow, healthier hormone levels, and overall vitality in ways that most men over 70 are never told about. And it's not just about sex. It's about waking up with purpose, moving through the day with more energy, and ending the night knowing your body is still capable of joy, strength, and connection. You've earned that. You've spent a lifetime showing up for others. Now it's time to show up for yourself in a new way. No shame, no excuses. Just honest, healthy steps toward the version of you that still has fire left in him. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.